Space ID is on a massive run. It's up more than 20% today alone. It more than doubled this week. What's behind this rally? Let's have a look at data that most people are not looking at. This is the rally I'm talking about. We're now at 60 cents. We got a massive pump, but no dump. Why is that? As usual on this channel, I'm not going to bore you with the marketing jazz on the website. Instead, we're going to look at the hidden data. And the reason for this rally might be somewhat hidden. We can't find any interesting news on Twitter. So is this simply the market waking up? Are simply the masses now buying in? Are the masses suddenly registering tons of Space ID domains? I don't think that's what's happening here. Long term, the tokenomics of Space ID aren't that pretty, because that's in the end what really matters for price, right? We want to know supply versus demand. The intersection of both determines the price, and you do not want supply to expand too much. But unfortunately, for the Space ID token, the supply is expanding very steadily, very quickly. We are currently at 470 million ID tokens, and 1 year from now, this will more than double to 932 million. If the demand doesn't grow as quickly as the supply, you guess what? The price will go down, at least relative to the entire crypto market. Because that's the thing, right? Most people simply just look at the price in US dollars. But of course, when Bitcoin goes up and Ethereum goes up, then the altcoins are going up as well, and vice versa. So what we actually want to look at is outperformance. We take on more risk in order to get more performance, right? Otherwise, we can simply just stick with Bitcoin. And since the altcoins tend to be higher correlated to Ethereum than to Bitcoin, let's look at the relative valuation of ID, of the Space ID token, to Ethereum. That's this chart behind me. And yes, so far that token inflation didn't hurt Space ID in aggregate. It pretty much went sideways versus Ethereum, but that's only because of this recent rally. The number of tokens so far has grown a bit over 50% or so. But here's the thing, the price is not hitting all-time highs, but the market cap is getting very close to it. And again, that's due to token inflation. So far, never had there been that much capital tied up in the ID token. But the people aren't seeing all-time high prices. The people are losing money, and who are they losing that money to? To the people from the seed sale, to the marketing, to the team, to advisors, etc. To all of those people that are getting token unlocks here. But still, we haven't yet answered the question, right? What is causing this when we can't find any news here? Let's have a look at the blockchain. I built a tool that I make available to the premium members. The link is down below, thebitcoinstrader.com. That tool distinguishes retail investors from whale investors. So on the left side, we've got the number of wallets that hold at least 1,000 ID tokens. So at the current price, that's $607 roughly. The middle chart, we've got the number of wallets that hold at least 10,000 tokens. So this is now $6,000 roughly. On the right side, we've got the whales. This is now $60,000 worth of the token. So it's each time a 10x from one another. And here we can very nicely see how retail continues to nicely buy because of all of that marketing, etc. Even medium-sized retail is buying and buying and buying. But who's exiting? It's the early people, it's the whale, it's the wallets that are getting unlocks. Now this is the Ethereum-based token. There's another one on the Binance Smart Chain. And here are the same charts for the Binance Smart Chain. Here it appears that the small retail people are also taking profit. Now all of this doesn't really add up, right? When the whales are selling and when the retail people are selling as well, at least on the Binance Smart Chain, why on earth is the price going up that much? Why on earth can the ID token even keep pace with Ethereum while the supply is going up more than 50%? And this is where I have to welcome you to the Wild West of crypto, where price manipulation is no problem whatsoever if there is enough allocation to the centralized exchanges. Now what centralized exchanges, you might ask? I believe it's mainly Binance. Have a look at this pretty table behind me. This is the trading volume in the last 24 hours for the Space ID token. And this is for the spot market, and most trading didn't happen on chain. Most trading happened with Binance and also quite a bit on Gate.io. But again, this is a spot market. Let's have a look at the perpetuals market. If you want to trade with leverage on the ID token, then you're doing this with Blowfin and with Binance. And just have a look how much value has moved on Blowfin and Binance in the last 24 hours alone on those perps. almost 2.7 billion combined. Now, why do I combine those two numbers? Because I believe Blofin is just a rebrand of Binance. Because have a look at this website. This is Blofin. Closely watch this logo over here, the login, the sign up, all of this. And now compare this with Binance. Is that really that different? I don't think so. I think Blofin and Binance is exactly the same thing. So can this rally last? Yes, of course it could, but that's not up to you or me to decide. That's not up to the retail investors buying in or buying out of the token. That's 100% dependent on Binance that use perpetual futures to make as much money as possible. They own the token mainly, so they can move it around up and down, and they also offer the bets on the price, right? Imagine you are a sports betting house. You offer that people can bet on team A or team B to win. But imagine that at the same time you bought the referee. This is what I believe Binance is doing here. They have the referee, they've got the spot market in their hands, and they also offer perpetual futures. So if enough people bet on rising prices, then they are simply going to crash the price and vice versa. They are making money with the trading fees and they are making money with the liquidation fees. They are creating volatility, and so the price can shoot up from here, but it can also crash down from here. I don't like to be involved in manipulated games like this. If it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. There's also a free Telegram. Link is down below.